A judge is now throwing out a misdemeanor charge against a state representative accused of failing to immediately call 911 after a friend allegedly hit a bicyclist with his car, and that bicyclist eventually died. Well, the victim's family's attorney are now arguing if State Representative Trey Kelley had called 911, it may have saved the victim's life. 11 Alive, Brittany Kleinpeter has the latest on an investigation. 11 Alive was the first to break.
This week, a Polk County Superior Court judge threw out a misdemeanor charge against Georgia State Representative Trey Kelley, ruling that his failure to call 911 in response to a fatal crash doesn't constitute reckless conduct. This case stems back to 2019 involving Kelley's friend Ralph Dover. A Reveal investigation discovered Dover was driving near Cedartown when he allegedly hit Eric Keys, who was on a bike. Dover is accused of continuing to drive for nearly a mile, then stopping to phone his friend Representative Kelley instead of calling 911. Authorities say Kelley in turn called the Cedartown police chief at his home, according to documents obtained by the Reveal. The chief called another officer to meet Kelley and Dover, unaware that anyone had been hurt. The officer arrived within minutes and called EMS, finding Keys gravely injured. But at that point, it had been an hour since Keys was hit, and he died shortly after. 11 Alive's Reveal investigation drew attention from state leaders and lawmakers, many calling for Kelley to take responsibility for not calling 911 sooner.
The Polk County judge, he wrote that because Kelley wasn't the driver, he had no responsibility to call 911. Do you agree with that? What are your thoughts on that?
Every profession is bound by ethics. And I think that if someone calls you logically and says, I think I might have just hit something, everyone would say, dial 911.
Shelley Hutchinson was one of several state representatives who believed Kelley's actions were unacceptable.
Do you feel that he needs to still be held accountable? I know last time when we spoke, that was something you felt very strongly about. Is that still where you stand?
Just his version of events. He did not take the right steps to save this man's life. And I think if that's the case, and this is who you are, then you need to be held accountable for that.
Dover is still facing felony charges of hit and run and misdemeanor reckless conduct. Kiosk's family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Dover, Kelley, and the Cedartown Police Chief Jamie Newsom in September, alleging they conspired to cover up the seriousness of the hit and run by manipulating the police investigation.
All right.